SHMACKEMAGOB, everybody. Dr. FUKK here, and I'm talking about, as you see in the title, the Holy Grail of Van Halen. Everybody said, including me, is that Oakland 1981 show, the Fair Warning show. Greatest show I ever saw in my life when I saw it at the Sportatorium. And we all know the video for Unchained, hear about it later, and so this is love. And a lot of people don't know this story, and I put a link below so you can read it yourself. It doesn't exist. The full show doesn't exist. What happened was, I heard an interview with Michael Anthony, but I found this article that you all can read. But I remember in the interview, Michael Anthony said that there was a film crew there to film just those 3 songs, and they played 2 nights at that place, which, by the way, I was at that arena a couple years ago. I flew to Oakland to see Electric Light Orchestra, because I'm a big fan. But so Michael said that the film crew was there just to film those 3 songs on both nights. Now in the article below you also see roadies, or people that worked for Van Halen at the time, saying that that's true, that they did not film the whole show. They thought it would be too expensive, so they didn't do it. And David Lee Roth said the whole show was filmed, but most of that footage is unusable. It was damaged or whatever it is. And what do you call, so who knows? I mean, just to let you all know, I don't think we're ever going to see a full show. You know, whether Michael's right or David's right, they're both saying the same thing. It's not going to be released because David says it's unusable and Michael says it wasn't even filmed. So now that we got that out of the way, I want to discuss a couple other things that Van Halen filmed. That 1979 show. We've seen the videos for You're No Good, Dance the Night Away, and Bottoms Up. I wonder if that whole show exists. Nobody ever talks about that. And that footage is excellent, man. That's Van Halen, hungry, first headlining tour, around the first world headlining tour, 1979. Van Halen 2, man, to see professionally shot footage of opening with Light Up the Sky and hearing stuff like DOA and Out of Love Again and oh, Beautiful Girls. God, I would love to see that. Now, if you want to see like a 1-camera version, I forgot what it's called, Fresno Remastered. There's a guy out there that has like the most amazing concert footage YouTube channel where he puts up all this stuff that was filmed in Fresno, and there's quite a few, several songs from the Van Halen 2 tour on there and the first tour, the Van Halen 1 tour. Great footage, but it's single camera. I would love to see a pro shot of that, what we know as those 3 songs. Eddie Van Halen said in that article below that they have a lot of footage that they haven't put out, including him at a talent show in school. I think it was either 6th grade or high school, playing guitar at a talent show. I would love to see that. And who knows if that'll happen in the future, if there'll be, you know, stuff like archival footage of Van Halen stuff, you know. I would love that. Also, what was the other thing that I wanted to bring up? Oh, in 1984, before Dave left Van Halen, I remember in an interview him talking about they were going to make a movie. I'm not talking about Crazy from the Heat, the David Lee Roth movie he was working on. They were going to release a Van Halen movie, and how he described the movie was, he said, you know, Kids Are All Right by The Who, you know that Pete Townsend knee slide? Well, this whole movie is one giant knee slide. I would love to see, like, if that would ever see the light of day, you know, because you know there's got to be some insane backstage footage, and you know I was seeing something the other day about the Lost Weekend with Van Halen contest on MTV, how a lot of that was filmed, and Van Halen just told MTV, you can't show this and that. There was a lot of footage taken out of some crazy stuff that we don't know about, but I remember I saw a video about that not too long ago on some YouTube channel. And but you know, just to let you all know, man, you know, I know it's heartbreaking, but the Holy Grail, Van Halen, 1981, fair warning, pro shot at Oakland does not exist, according to Michael Anthony and some road crew members. Dave says it was, but the footage is unusable. So either way, it's heartbreaking that it wasn't filmed. So let's keep our fingers crossed that at least the 79 concert, you know, nobody talks about that footage, man. Everybody always talks about Oakland, which I don't blame you, because it's amazing footage. But man, so is that 79 show, man. That show, those 3 videos are awesome. I would love to see that full show, if it exists. You know, hopefully they didn't do what they did in Oakland and just film those 3 shows. So anybody out there that's going to interview Michael Anthony, ask him about that show. Does that exist? Or any show, pro shot. I mean, I know we have the US Festival, which the US Festival is the big clusterfuck of a show. You know, if you read Noel Monk's book, he even says, you know, Van Halen always gave stellar shows except the US Festival because Dave was too fucked up. And I've seen Van Halen a bunch of times, and I agree. Watching that US Festival show is kind of cringy. It's not that good. And I know a lot of people watch that US Festival show and just, oh, Van Halen, David Lee Roth always suck live because they judge it by that show. But man, I got a lot of soundboards, and I've seen it with my own eyes, my own naked, steaming eyes, and Dave was great. Maybe he didn't sing every word, but it didn't matter. It was of the moment. But none of you will understand if you weren't there, so ignore what I'm saying, pickle whistles, and keep thinking that he always sucked live. Doesn't matter, because I know the truth, and everybody that saw Van Halen back then knows the truth. And anybody that saw Van Halen back then, other than the US Festival, that's going to say, no, Dave sucked back then, you're not telling the truth. So, man, you know, I mean, now that Eddie's gone, there's this rumor going around, Alex and Wolfgang are going to go through the vault, and I'm thinking, really? Like this soon after Ed died, they're already planning? I don't think that's a true story. I think it may turn out to be true in the future, but man, at the moment they're mourning and they're preparing for the funeral and so forth, so I doubt they're ready to, you know, let's go get some stuff to release. But I will tell you this, man, and I've said it before in a past video, there's a lot of Van Halen stuff that we've never heard. I'm talking about it. Jimi Hendrix is still releasing new stuff today, and he died 50 years ago, and he only had that studio for a couple years. Ed had 5150 for decades, and he did a lot of recording in there that hopefully one day we'll see an album come out or unreleased material of Van Halen and video footage. I mean, God, if they can release that 80s stuff, like, you know, I mean, just look at the footage of 79, 81. I mean, it's miraculous. It's amazing, you know, footage, and that's how they were back then. But still, it just will never capture what I saw live. But anyway, that's it. I just wanted to give you guys the heads up. Everybody out there hoping, you know, oh man, now that Eddie's gone, maybe they'll release the Holy Grail, the 81 Oakland show. Doesn't exist. Link is below to the article on, I think it's a VH Desk Rewind or whatever it's called, Van Halen Desk. Hey, if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal below, and please subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, and press that notification button. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hi, Wilson. SHMACKEMAGOB. For those that use social media, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and you can join the Almost Human 56 Facebook page. All links are in the description below. A lot of you been asking for it. SHMACKEMAGOB merch. Yes, many types of shirts, long sleeves, short sleeves, hoodies, you name it. Plus other stuff like shower curtains and bedspreads and mugs and socks and clocks, and oh, I can go on. But why should I? The link is below. Just click the link below in the description for all the SHMACKEMAGOB merch. Order yours now. SHMACKEMAGOB. Hey, check out my podcast, The VIERA Vault, on Spreaker, YouTube, and iTunes. Subscribe. The links are below.
Looking for some new podcasts to listen to? Well, Rat Sound Review Network has plenty of shows to choose from. like Rat Salad Review, where they discuss the latest rock and metal news, as well as interviews and albums. Album vs. Album, the King Diamond podcast with Wayne Noon, Greg Norgal, and sometimes this guy,
SHMACKEMAGOB!
Ralph VIERA is also on our network with the VIERA Vault. There's also Old Man Metal's Musings, where he discusses heavy metal and beer. Music is Life with Lou Mavs. The Right Opinion for those who love politics. A South Park podcast called Suck My Balls. The Infinite Fringe, a watch-along wrestling show called Beyond Bushido. Ex-Stradivarius guitarist, the Timo Tolkki podcast. And the Great Harry Barnett with I Don't Even Like Podcasts. So check out ratsaladreview.com or search Rat Salad Review on YouTube, Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and more.